The article discusses a recent aviation accident at Tokyo's Haneda Airport involving a Japan Airlines JAL Airbus A350 colliding with a Japanese Coast Guard Bombardier Dash 8 during landing. All 379 passengers on the JAL plane survived, but 5 fatalities occurred on the smaller aircraft. The incident highlights the importance of safety protocols and crew training. The article also raises concerns about safety practices in the Indian aviation industry, citing a recent hard landing incident involving an Air India flight. The author emphasizes the need for transparency, thorough investigations, and adherence to high safety standards in aviation.
Structured negotiation, a collaborative dispute resolution method, is increasingly used as an alternative to litigation. It has been particularly successful in addressing disability rights cases in the United States, resolving issues related to accessibility. Notable achievements include convincing major companies like Walmart, CVS, and Caremark to create accessible products. The success lies in a win-win situation, where service providers avoid litigation costs and negative publicity, while complainants seek barrier-free market participation. The article suggests that India, with its bureaucratic challenges, could benefit from embracing structured negotiation, fostering accessibility improvements without the burdens of lengthy legal processes.
The Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, successfully maneuvered the Aditya L1 spacecraft into orbit around the L1 Lagrange point, providing an unobstructed view of the Sun for its anticipated 5-year mission. The Solar Observatory will employ 7 instruments to study the Sun, focusing on its atmosphere, ultraviolet imaging, solar flares, coronal mass ejections, solar wind, plasma, and magnetic field properties. Positioned at 1.5 million km from Earth, Aditya L1's strategic location minimizes fuel consumption. The article suggests that despite the achievements, ISRO should enhance public outreach to manage expectations and secure continued support and funding from the government for future missions.
Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren faces Enforcement Directorate investigations over tribal land transfers and illegal mining allegations. Despite 7 summons, Soren hasn't appeared, fearing arrest ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. He attempts to turn the corruption allegations into a political battle, touring the state and emphasizing welfare measures. Judicial efforts for reprieve have had limited success. BJP anticipates Soren's arrest, campaigns against his wife potentially replacing him, and questions her eligibility for a reserved tribal seat. Speculations arise after an MLA's abrupt resignation, and the opposition highlights selective investigations, emphasizing the challenge of corruption in democracy.
The article discusses the challenges faced by Palestinians in the Holy Land, particularly focusing on Bethlehem. It highlights the historical significance of the region and the impact of ongoing conflicts. The author recounts personal experiences, including encounters with Israeli checkpoints and witnessing violence. The article emphasizes the difficulties faced by Palestinians, especially Christians, in the context of political and military tensions. It also mentions recent incidents, such as the cancellation of Christmas celebrations and the targeting of Christian establishments. Overall, the piece underscores the complex realities and struggles of the Palestinian people in the Holy Land.
Controversy surrounds a Christmas feast hosted by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi for Christian priests and leaders, criticized for not addressing alleged violence against Christians in Manipur. Kerala's Communist Party leader, Saji Cherian, criticized the priests for enjoying the feast but not discussing the grave injustice in Manipur. The CPI-M distanced itself from Cherian's comments, causing dissatisfaction among priests and community leaders. The event aimed to improve BJP's ties with the Christian community but faces criticism amid ongoing communal tensions. The Kerala BJP's attempt to gain minority confidence for electoral gains is challenged by the controversy.
The second test match between India and South Africa became the shortest completed test match ever, ending within 2 days with just 642 balls bowled. Indian captain Rohit Sharma criticized discussions about pitch conditions and stated that pitches in India face more criticism than those in other countries. An analysis of pitch ratings by the ICC between 14th May 2019 and 26th December 2023 revealed that a higher percentage of pitches in the Indian subcontinent received below par ratings, and spinners claimed more than 50% of wickets in tests played in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. The correlation between spin-friendly pitches and poor ratings was observed.
A recent Lancet study on child marriage in India reveals an overall decrease in the practice nationwide but highlights a significant increase in West Bengal. The study points out that West Bengal saw the largest absolute increase, with over 500,000 more girls getting married as children, representing a 32.3% increase in headcount. Child marriage remains a challenge in the state, impacting maternal and child health. Despite initiatives like the Kanyashri Prakalpa cash transfer scheme, questions arise about the effectiveness of these interventions. Experts note a lack of correlation between literacy rates and child marriage in some districts, emphasizing the need for comprehensive social campaigns and political commitment.
Voice cloning through artificial intelligence, AI, is becoming a rising concern in India, with a report indicating that 47% of surveyed Indians have been victims or knew someone affected by AI-generated voice scams. The country's vulnerability to such scams is nearly twice the global average. Scammers use AI tools to impersonate voices, often posing as relatives in urgent need of money. Indians are particularly susceptible to these scams due to a willingness to respond to urgent calls. Various AI tools, including those from startups like 11 Labs, are accessible for cloning voices, raising concerns about data privacy and fraud prevention.
Equated monthly installment (EMI) options in India have become a financial tool transforming consumer behavior. EMI offerings, particularly on debit and credit cards, have surged in popularity, making large-ticket items more accessible. EMIs have contributed to increased credit penetration in India, rising from 15% in 2017 to 21% in 2020. During the COVID-19 period, debit card EMI transactions and no-cost EMI offers experienced a significant 220% growth in transactional volumes. EMI options have not only enhanced affordability but also played a role in imparting financial literacy, improving credit awareness, and fostering better repayment behavior.
In response to the lack of a national landslide susceptibility map in India, researchers at IIT Delhi have created the Indian Landslide Susceptibility Map. Landslides, which are less widespread but highly impactful, pose unique challenges in India. The researchers collected data on 150,000 known landslide events and 16 factors influencing susceptibility, such as soil type and proximity to roads. They used ensemble machine learning to analyze the data, producing a high-resolution map that can help policymakers assess vulnerability and allocate resources for mitigation. The map is publicly available online, and the researchers aim to develop a landslide early warning system.